Peace and welcome to all of my beautiful crown heads. Thank you guys so much for being in attendance on no notice at all on this random Sunday. I know we regularly go live Monday, Wednesday, and Friday around 6:30, 7:30 p.m. Central. But this is why I tell you guys to make sure that you hit that notification bell, because sometimes we do go live randomly, and today is one of those days. Plus, you just want to be notified when we go live in the future anyway. So like the video, share the video, subscribe, and most importantly, hit that notification bell because you do not want to miss out on our dope discussions. All right. Oftentimes I hear women complain about what men aren't doing. More specifically, within the Black community, I hear women complain about what men aren't doing. But I never hear about our role in that. Let me say that again. Oftentimes, I hear about what our men are not doing, but I never hear us really go into great lengths about our role in it. See, the thing is, when men are stepping up to the plate, we need to get behind them. We need to support them. We need to step up with them. Notice I said with them. Men need cooperation. It's the only way that we can truly build the way that we need to truly build. Otherwise, what are we doing? 120 of us. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe, you guys. This conversation needs to be had. It needs to be heard. We spend so much time getting in the way of the men that are doing, that are putting in the work. We overshadow them with the men that are not doing anything. And let's bring it back. The men that aren't doing anything, that are making the mess of our community. Can we talk about how we are the ones that are entertaining those men? We're giving those men all of the cooperation that they need. See, we complain about the very men that we are sleeping with. Uh-oh. Ooh. We complain about the men that we are giving all of the pussy to, the perks to, the patience to, the submission towards. But then we complain when progress is not being done. Well, if you would give your time and your energy and your devotion towards and your cooperation towards the men that are actually doing things, that are actually putting in the work, putting in the time and the energy, getting behind them, it would be a lot more being done. But the problem is we choose to deal with the men that we are essentially complaining about. How can we get ahead if we are getting in front of the men that are doing what they need to do? I think that's a crying shame. It's pathetic. It's weak. 160 of us. Like, share, comment, and subscribe, you guys. Quite frankly, I'm confused. And then when you have men that try to bring light to the things that they are doing, the men that are doing, it's like, well, we're not talking about them. We're not focusing on them. Well, if we're not talking about them and we're not focusing on them, how can we do better? How can we lift them up and place them in the forefront? That way they can be the examples. That way they can be the ones that other men should pattern themselves after. We're not cooperating. We're just complaining. We're not cooperating. We're just complaining about things that we have a big hand in. We play a major role in. I don't hear us really talk about that. That's fucked up to me. Excuse my language. Would we have all of these Pookies and Ray Rays, as y'all like to complain about, if we weren't effing the Pookies and Ray Rays? If we weren't focused so much on the Pookies and Ray Rays? If we weren't trying our best to deal with the Pookies and Ray Rays and reform them instead of dealing with the men that are actually doing things? And I think it's entirely unfair to say, well, I'm not talking about those men. We're talking about this. Well, when are we going to talk about the men that are actually doing some things? If the narrative is going to be the same tired, negative, drawn out song, it makes the men that are being productive say, well, what the hell am I doing? What the hell am I doing it for if I'm not going to get acknowledgement and I'm not going to get effing cooperation anyway? Every effort that I put in, every move that I make is going to be combated. Not going to cooperate with it, not going to make moves towards it, not going to acknowledge it. You're just going to combat it and dumb it down like, well, that's not what majority of the men are doing, so F it. I don't understand it, you guys. See, even when I'm talking to women or talking about women, I always say, hey, I'm not referring to all of them. It's some great women out there that are not like this. It's great women out there that would be great wives. It's great women out there that are even better than me that are doing what they need to do as women. I always say that. I always give acknowledgement to that. And I say that we need more women to speak up. We need more women to do this and do that so that we can change the narrative and change the direction. I always do that. Yeah, I know I do. But a lot of these women, they don't even do that for the brothers. They don't. It's all about, well, these niggas ain't doing this. These niggas ain't doing that. I never hear you talk about what they are doing, though. I never hear you bring mention of the brothers that are trying to build. It's always, well, that ain't good enough. That's effed up. I don't appreciate that. So instead of cooperating with them, we want to dumb them down and become combative with the men that are destructive. We want to bring light to the men that are destructive. That's crazy to me. And once again, we don't acknowledge our role in it. We entertain them. We get impregnated by them. We allow them into our homes to destroy our homes and then complain about them. That makes zero sense to me. 215 of us. Thank you guys. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. When you talk about real things, man, nobody wants to hear about it, man. It's a crying shame. When you talk about accountability and taking accountability, it's like, oh, hell no. Oh, no, it's accountability in all of this. We don't want to cooperate as women with the men that are actually doing things. We don't cooperate with them. We say, oh, well, that ain't good enough. It ain't doing well enough. But this, though. But you're entertaining this, though. Y'all mean to tell me that you guys would rather entertain that over there and blow that up versus acknowledging the people that are doing, the men that are doing, and saying, you know what, F that. Let's shine a light over here because they are doing. Where are those conversations being had by women? By women. Not talking about men acknowledging men. I'm talking about women acknowledging the men that are doing what they need to do as men. Where are those? Why aren't we building with those men? Why aren't we cooperating with those men? Why aren't we acknowledging those men? Why aren't we giving our femininity to those men? Why aren't we giving our best parts of ourselves to those men? See, we complain about the men that we can't collaborate with, that we can't build with, that we can't cooperate with. We complain about them and we big them up. But then we procreate with those very men that create more of him, more of the same. It makes no sense. If we really want to do something about the situation that we're in as a community, we have to start doing things differently. Not just complaining, not just saying a bunch of BS, but actually doing differently. We can't say, well, it's a whole lot of dysfunctional households, broken homes. It's a lot of no good men. They're not taking care of their responsibilities. They're weak. They're this, they're that. But then we procreate with these men. We give our bodies to these men, our homes to these men, our love to these men, our attention to these men. Create more of these men. And women like us. Oh Lord. I think See, the catch to this, with us not being cooperative with the men that are actually doing things, with the men that are actually putting in the work, is we create more of the same, as far as more of the men that we don't want, more of the situations that we don't want, and more of the women like us that are entertaining the things that we don't want, that are building and creating the things that we don't want. It's accountability in all of this on both fronts, on all fronts. $265 of us. Like, share, comment, and subscribe, you guys. See, we complain about these men, but then we don't complain about the women like us that are giving our attention and our love and our bodies and our care and our homes to these men. See, we need to stop doing the same things, expecting different results. That's insanity. See, you give all your focus to these type of men that are not doing anything, but then you're neglecting the fact that it's women like you that contribute to that very kind of man in the first place. It's women like you that we also don't need more of. We don't need more women that are going to sit around and complain. We need women to cooperate or get the F out the way. Get out of the way. If you're not going to try to build with the man, if you're going to try to be the man. Get out the way. We don't need you. Men are supposed to be the leaders. We complain all day, every day about men not being leaders, men not being providers, men not being protectors. But we don't acknowledge the fact that we don't cooperate with men in order for them to do that. How can he lead you if you feel like you're supposed to be the leader? How can he provide for you when you feel like you're an independent woman that don't need no man? How can he teach when you feel like you know it all? Men need cooperation. Peace for everybody in the chat. I see you guys. Curtis said, sister, I was dating a lady. I help her with her bills and pay her truck too, and she left me. We dated for years. Well, that sounds like you was doing too much for the wrong woman. And this is why I tell you men to vet these women. Y'all don't vet anybody. Y'all fall for pretty faces and fat asses and deep throats, and next thing you know, you simping. That's simping. If you're doing all of that for a woman that's just gonna up and leave you and not reciprocate, I gotta do better. Like I said, it's accountability on both ends, you guys. It's not just on the women, it's not just on the men. A lot of you men, you guys are entertaining these women. These complaining, independent, I don't need you, gold digging type of chicks. And then y'all get mad. Well, sounds like we both need to do better, don't it? Thank you, Cameron. He says, I bought your book. Loved it. I enjoy your video so much. Thank you so much, Cameron. I'm glad you got the book. Submission is not the enemy, a key factor to a healthy relationship. The book link is listed down in the description box below. All right. It's just, I just don't understand it, you guys. I really don't. I feel like a lot of us want to complain. It seems like we don't really want solutions. If we did, we would do better. We would choose better. We would entertain better. We would acknowledge better. But we don't. We dumb it down. We play it down. Act like it doesn't exist. Act like we don't play a role in it. Act like we don't have a part in it. We have a major part. We play a major part in the things that we are doing and the things that we don't like, I should say. If you want men to do better, start choosing better men. What do I mean by that? What I mean by that is this, you guys. Ladies, what we're doing is we are choosing these men that are weak, that can be dominated by us, that can be controlled by us, that can be manipulated by us. And all of these just weak things, we're choosing them. And what's happening is more men are seeing that, hey, they're choosing these types of men, these docile creatures, these no good men, these no providing ass men, these no protecting ass men. They're choosing these kind of men. So maybe I need to be that type of man. Maybe it's okay to be that type of man if I already am that type of man. Because again, this is what women like. This is what women entertain. Women entertain the men that don't have to do anything, that don't have any responsibility, that are not taking care of home, not being leaders, not being providers, not being protectors, not being masculine. Oh, goodness. So why in the hell would I hold myself to that kind of standard? if they're the type of men that they are choosing to be with. Let me fall in line and be just like them. I bet her titles are gut-wrenching to women. No, I'm not going to say that. I just hope that they're watching. I know. This is why we continue to address them, because I know that they're watching. They may not comment, they may not subscribe, but they are watching us. And so we need to address this. But ladies, if we entertained and chose better men and said to hell with you because you're not doing what a man is supposed to do, you're not exemplifying what a man is supposed to be. I'm not having sex with you. I'm not procreating with you. You're not even coming in my house. I'm not even going to talk to your ass. Oh, hell no. If we turned our backs on the Pookies and the Ray Rays that ain't doing nothing, they would become slowly but surely obsolete. If we chose better men would be created. 300 of us. Like, share, comment, and subscribe, you guys. Better men would be created because they would see this is the type of man that women like. Stop thinking that you can change a man and start cooperating with a real one. Thank you, Jehoram, for your donation. He said, speak the truth. I'm going to speak the truth. And I don't care whose feelings I hurt. Man or woman, grow the hell up. Let's do better. Let's do better on both ends. There's roles out here, and we play some. There's roles designated for men and women. Men are supposed to be the leaders, the providers, the protectors, the breadwinners. Women are supposed to what? Cooperate. Women are supposed to what? Be submissive. Be nurturing. Be feminine. Play her position. Not get in the way. Not challenge that man. Not compete with that man. Not belittle that man. But that's what we see. And the reason why a lot of you women are not with good men today, the type of men that you really desire and need to be with, rather, is because you're not cooperative. All you want to do is complain and challenge him and compete with him. So no real man, no real masculine man is going to tolerate that. And then you complain when you don't have a real man. Well, when you had a real man, you weren't playing your position. You were trying to challenge him, compete with him, and complain about every damn thing. You weren't trying to listen. But yet you want him to teach you. How can he teach you if you're not listening to him? You want to talk about how you can do it by yourself, how you don't need him. But then you complain when he doesn't protect you and provide for you. It makes no sense, ladies. Derek says, good men who help a good woman in our eyes be the main ones to dog us out because I overlook too much. And women, that's my issue. The little thing she did, I let go of because she had kids. If a woman is dogging you out, she's not a good woman. Y'all telling yourselves, no, you're dealing with women who are playing you, who are making you simp, who are pimping you out. Didn't I tell you guys in our previous videos, start vetting these women. You guys do not vet women. You let women play a position until she gets what she wants from you, and then she dips on you. It's too many men in these comments having the same issues. You guys are not vetting these women. You're not peeping game. It's always red flags. You guys overlook it. That don't even make sense. Oh, is she a good woman, but she dogged me out? That don't even make sense. A good woman would not dog you out. She would cooperate with you. She would cherish you and honor you. $310 of us. Like, share, comment, and subscribe, you guys. I appreciate you guys for even being here on no notice. He says pre-screen, do a background check, do something. You know, and I'm not even going to say go as far as do a background check and do a screening of it. Just use your wisdom. Men, you guys have knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. You guys know how to peep game on things. You guys know how to feel things. You know how to pick up on energy and pick up on frauds. Stop falling for pretty faces, big titties, fat asses, and small waists. Stop. I told you guys to even vet me. If I don't feel right within your energy, don't deal with me. Don't be disrespectful towards me, because I will check that ass if I see it. But don't deal with me. If something doesn't feel right to you, if something is off to you, leave it alone. I don't care how fine she is. I don't care how good her sex is. If she's not cooperating with you, if she's not respecting you, if something feels off in any way, leave her alone. Y'all be out here simping. Overlooking everything. Oh, yeah, she did. I did see how she played me on the last time, but I mean, it's okay. Maybe it was because her kids did this. Maybe because, no, F that. That was a red flag. You overlooked it because what? Her ass was fat. She looked good. Like True King said, just use logic. Y'all don't even be using logic. Logic is out the door. Let's twist conversation around, because like I said, it goes both ways. 340 of us. Like, share, comment, and subscribe, you guys. This goes both ways. Men, you guys create more of the same of these women because you guys are simping and being pimped out. You guys are not using logic. You guys are being very duped into relationships and into being taken for granted, taken advantage of, because you are not using your discernment. You're not picking up on red flags. You're overlooking them. And so you are creating more of these women that you are complaining about. Yeah, I said it, damn it. 350 of us. Thank you, guys. Yeah, I said it. Nobody is being honest. Nobody is taking accountability like that. You guys are complaining about these women that you keep fucking. You keep complaining about these women that you keep giving all your money to. You're complaining about these very women that disrespect you, that use you. Stop giving them the luxury of being with a good man like you then. Same for women. Stop giving these broke, dusty dudes who cannot do anything for you but give you good dick and conversation. Stop dealing with them and then complaining about them. He does not deserve you, queen. He does not deserve you, sis. I'm tired of everybody. Everybody is just delusional. Everybody's just talking a bunch of game and not taking accountability, not taking responsibility. It's always, well, they did this to me. Yeah, but these niggas ain't shit, though. You're not talking about how these niggas ain't shit. You ain't talking about that. I wouldn't be a single mother if it weren't for these men. No, you wouldn't be a single mother if you weren't dealing with these no good ass niggas that you keep busting it open for. That's a choice. You don't have to deal with those type of men. But a lot of us deal with these type of men because we just want a man so bad that we would settle for a child. We want dick so bad that we would settle for a childish ass man to procreate with. Creating more dysfunction, creating more situations that we complain about every day. You are a part of that problem. Fellas, the same thing with you. Y'all complain all day about how these women ain't shit. These women is trash. All they do is gold dig. All they do is use us and leave us. You keep giving her that. You keep allowing those type of women in, and y'all don't want to talk about that. You keep having sex with these women. You keep cashing out on these women. You keep taking these women into your home for childish reasons. Then complain. No, we need to start cooperating with people that are worth cooperating with. If you see a good man, you cooperate with him. You don't get in his way. You don't challenge him. You don't step on him. If you see a good woman, you get with her. You collaborate with that woman. You build her up. That's what a man is supposed to do. You say, look, this is what a real woman is. We need more of this. You pump that up. You big that up. You don't shit on that and give all of your focus to these no good ratchet ass women. It makes more women feel like, well, damn, what's the fucking point? We don't get any acknowledgement anyway. We don't get any respect anyway. This conversation goes both ways. Oh, we don't like to have these conversations. Uncomfortable, right? He says, nah, sis, quality over quantity. Truth. But see, we would rather go with the quantity. Yeah, I see that these men are doing this, but it's not that many of them, so fuck them. Yeah, I see these quality men out here, but we're focused on this right now. We're focused on this. Oh, you mean that you're focused on the very men that you're complaining about, that you don't want, but that you are still having sex with, that you are still being in relationships with? Oh, see, we focus on what we like for real. That's the real catch to this conversation. You focus on it because you secretly like that shit. Thank you, Dre, for your donation. He says, the sad reality is for us men, a lot of mothers and women in our family are the first toxic women we encounter, and our fathers were simps. So to grasp that concept, we may have to cut them off. I can feel that. But see, Dre, women can have that same argument and say, well, our fathers were the first examples of toxic men. Men that abandoned us, men that weren't there for us. So, we just feel like that's what a man's supposed to be. And that's why we choose these type of men. And this is why we need to have these kind of conversations so that we can do better and choose better. Because a lot of us don't. A lot of us haven't been, we haven't had the luxury of being presented with quality examples of what men and women are supposed to be. So as a community, okay, because it does take a village, let's call it out. Let's talk about it. Thank you to Star Report for your generous donation. I appreciate that. Thank you. Shout out to us. Almost 400 of us in the building. Y'all like, share, comment, and subscribe, you guys. We need more people to chime in, to tune in. Yes, do it, beautiful goddess says. Hit that like button, you guys. I know this is a random video, but it needs to be had. Help us out. YouTube, please stop hating on me. Y'all have no idea how many times I log in and it's like your video. I mean, like, but when I even just put up the title, it's like demonetized. And then I go back to refute the claim, to get it reviewed, and it's like, no, it still goes against our standards. Like, I've seen so many people with trash content degrading people all day, every day, and they got stuff all through their videos. So I don't understand. It's like they promote the hell out of the people that are dysfunctional and promoting just BS. When you talk about some real stuff, it's like, oh, hell no. Hide her videos. You know, I see people with way less subscribers than me and all kind of stuff have way more people in the comments and the viewership. And that's because I feel like YouTube kind of hide my content. But y'all help me out a lot though. I don't want to make it seem like you guys are not helping me. So that's why I tell you guys to like the video, share the video, and subscribe. All right. You know, we can be a lot more further ahead if we would stop trying to be so combative. And I'm talking about the women. 405 of us. Thank you guys so much. Like I said, you guys do help us out. If a lot more women would start saying, you know what, let's put that to the side. Men too. Let's put that to the side. Where can we build on common grounds? We're still going to call out the BS. We're still going to talk about what needs to be talked about. We're still going to address what needs to be addressed. If things are chaotic and dysfunctional, we're going to put a spotlight on it, shine a light on it, and we're going to talk about it and address it so that we can do better. We're still going to do that. But when it comes to men and women trying to collaborate together and build together, we're going to get behind that. We're going to support that. We're going to big those people up. You know? And you guys, nobody is perfect. Nobody is perfect. But when you see people making strides to actually do better and improve, get behind that. Don't say, oh, well, you said this and you did this, though. Well, if people are trying to make improvements, get with those people and encourage them to continue to make those improvements and adjustments. Don't shame them. We grow and evolve. For instance, it was some women in the past that may have said things like, well, fuck these niggas. These niggas ain't shit. All they do is do this. They ain't taking care of their responsibilities. They ain't doing nothing. They ain't doing this. And now they're like, you know what? There are some good quality men out there. I'm going to acknowledge them. I'm still going to call out the BS on the men's behalf, but I'm going to still acknowledge the men that are doing what they need to do as men, because I respect that and I appreciate that, and we need to big that up. I'm going to talk about what men are doing instead of bashing them all the time. I'm going to talk about what women need to do instead of just acting like we don't do anything wrong. We need that balance. Don't say, well, in the past you said that these niggas want shit and you said we could do no wrong. No. If people are evolving and growing and taking accountability and responsibility, get behind that. If people are trying to cooperate, get behind that. Men and women are really bad with that, you guys. Really bad with that. I see women talking about, man, men and women do this though. This is a platform for women. This is a platform for women. We don't need men over here. We don't need men doing this. We don't need men having a say so in what we do. Ooh. Yes, you do. The whole platform is about addressing men. Why aren't men a part of the conversation? Why aren't men a part of adding value to the conversation? Same thing for men's platform. We don't need no women over here. We don't need this for this supposed to be for men. Yeah, the whole conversation, the whole platform is built upon talking about women, but we're not allowed over. That's childish. And like I say, you guys are a part of the fucking problem. You are. Being divisive, not cooperating, not collaborating with people of the opposite sex that are doing what they need to do, you are just as bad. You're adding to the dysfunction. I welcome everybody to my platform, man or woman. I do not care. If you're trying to build and collaborate and cooperate effectively without being disrespectful, I am all for it. I don't care. I'm never going to say women are not allowed over here or men are not allowed over here. Everybody's welcome. This platform is built upon relationships. We have relationship-oriented topics, relationship conversations. How dare I say the man is not welcome or the woman is not welcome when the man and the woman makes up the relationship? That's dumb as hell. 415. Thank you, guys. BB says that gaslighting needs to stop. It does. It's gaslighting on both ends. Well, I didn't say that. Well, I didn't do that. What are you talking about? Well, maybe it's just all in your head. Maybe. No. Accountability, responsibility, cooperation, collaboration. It needs to happen. Lot says, good women want bad boys and good men want bad women. We need to stop that. Stop. We're cooperating in the wrong ways. We're collaborating with the wrong people. I just don't get it. Ladies, we do a lot of complaining about things that we add to. Thank you, Jabril. Shout out to Star Report. Thank you, Danica. Yeah, big shout out to Star Report. Shout out to everybody. I appreciate you guys so much. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe, you guys. Like I said, this conversation needs to be had. It needs to be had, you guys. It's a bunch of complaining about things that we are contributing to, things that we have a hand in. And like I said, how can we expect men to really build if we are in the way of our men building? If we are trying to block our men building, if we're trying to destroy what our men are building, how can they? They need us to back them. They need us to get behind them. We want leaders, right? Ladies, we want leaders. Okay, well, that's going to require you to be a follower and fall back. If you want a leader, that is going to require you as a woman to become a follower and fall back and allow your men to lead you. Allow your men to guide you in the right direction. It's the only way. The only way. We cannot keep talking about, well, I need a man that's going to lead. But then you block the men from leading. Oh, y'all not no good leaders, though. And you are. Oh, this is going to get real uncomfortable. We complain about men not being good leaders. But then we become those leaders and we're not good leaders either. If we were, our communities wouldn't be in the predicament that they are still in. They're still in shambles with us being in the forefront, with us being in the driver's seat. So I would say, let's get back to the natural way and get out of the driver's seat and place our men in the driver's seat and get behind them, cooperate with them. Get in the passenger side. Hell, I'm not even going to tell you to get in the back seat. I'm telling you to get in the passenger side. Let that man steer. Let's see where it goes with us being cooperative, with us not being combative, without us trying to say, well, no, you need to go this way. Oh, no. You go in that direction. We need to turn around and go this direction. No. Let's see how far we can get with us allowing our men to steer us. Because we're doing the steering and we're going nowhere. We're going in a complete circle. We're doing the same shit. And complaining. No good men. It's no good men out here. No leaders out here. No. Plenty of them over there, though. Plenty of them, but you don't entertain them. Oh, well, since there ain't no good men, I'm going to allow Pookie to steer me. I'm going to allow Ray to go ahead and drive me. Then you complain when you're still going in a damn circle. Matter of fact, Pookie and Ray don't even know how to drive. But you feel like having a man is better, having any man is better than no man at all. That's trash. $420 of us. Thank you guys. I appreciate you so much. Plenty of good men out here. But are we choosing those men? No. Only when we don't have anything else. No more options. I'm not even going to say no more options. Only when we are tired of driving because Pookie and Ray don't know how to drive. But we keep putting them in the driver's seat and they crash in the car and burn in the car. We get the car repaired. We drive for a little bit and it seems like everything is going good. And we put their ass back in the driver's seat and then we crash again. Then we repair the car again out of our pockets on our own. Put his ass back in the driver's seat and the same thing happened. Now we tired. Now we can't afford to get the car repaired. Now it's time for a nice guy. Now it's time for a good man. Now it's time for a square. Now it's time for a lame. Oh yeah, because he's stable. He can fix my car. Matter of fact, he gonna buy me a new car. Shot fake asses. Stop it. Thank you, Marcus. He says your words are true. A lot of people benefit from the divided Black couple. They do not want us unified. Classic divide and conquer. Absolutely. Absolutely. 430 of us. Thank you. And you know what? And I feel like that's why we need to have these conversations. I'm not even saying that we shouldn't call out the BS. As a woman, I'm still going to call out the BS of women and men too. But again, I'm a woman, so I may call it out more. I'm still going to do that. But I'm not going to not acknowledge the women that are out here doing what they need to do. I'm still going to acknowledge the men, that are doing what they need to do. As a matter of fact, I feel like we should, as women, call out the men that are doing what they need to do more. This is why we do have that divide and conquer thing going on, because it's all the women complaining about what men are not doing. And then it's making men say, well, you know what? Fuck you too. You're not doing this though. Or vice versa. The men are out here talking about what these women ain't doing, and they're not acknowledging the women that are doing what they need to do. So then, the women retaliate with the same kind of rhetoric, like, well, it's because y'all niggas ain't doing this. How can I do this if you're not doing your job as a man? And then, they can turn it around and say, well, you're not letting me do my job as a man. So we both need to just stop competing with one another and start calling out what one another are doing. As a woman, I call out the women and what they are doing, and I get called a pick me. I get called a Betty the Builder. I get called a woman that is promoting women to settle and all kind of BS, because I feel like that's what's necessary. I feel like as a woman, I should acknowledge the good Black men. Good men in general, but y'all see my setup. Let me see this. Look who we got on the wall. Marcus Garvey. I got the RBG flag. I got Muhammad Ali. This is my household. This is my beautiful Black home. You know what I mean? This is what we do. Me and my husband. RBG. Beautiful Black couple. Love everybody, accept everybody. I have white people on here, Asian people, but the majority, I'm sure, we're Black. Beautiful Black people on here. We need to promote this more. I'm tired of the divide and conquer. I'm tired of us not being collaborative with one another and cooperating with one another. It's honestly sad. I'm tired of us being against one another. I'm tired of us arguing with one another, acting like Black love does not exist. It does. And it's thriving and it's beautiful. And I can't wait to have beautiful Black children. I love who I am. I love my men. I love what we are. I love what we come from. I never shit on a Black man and tell him he's not anything and he's worthless. I'm going to encourage him. I'm going to inspire him to do better. I'm not going to tear him down. I'm not going to be combative with him. Even when majority of Black men on this platform hate me. Let's be real, you guys. I see the videos. I'm recommending all kind of fucking videos about me. This tattoo titty bitch. This loud ghetto hoe. She don't deserve to be in our spaces like I asked to be in your space. You came to me. I see what they talk about. And I stop in on some of the conversations. I don't trust that Danica bitch. I see what the fuck y'all say. And even with all of that, I will never shit on a Black man. On Black men as a collective, I would never do that. Even though I can go in the comments and see what the hell they say about me. Do y'all know how many Black women inbox me? Saying things like, yeah, you out here caping for these niggas. Look how the fuck they talk about you. Screenshotting shit. Sending video links to me. I don't watch it, but I see it. And even still, I'm like, nah, they don't represent the whole. And even if they do, I have too much respect and too much faith in Black men to allow that to get to me. To allow me to say, you know what, fuck these niggas. They don't care. They talk about me like a dog and I'm on their team. I'm out here trying to bridge the gaps and bring us together. And look what they doing to me. I could easily, this is why these women do that, you guys. But see, with me, I'm true to this. I'm true to what I say. I'm true to self. I'm true to who the hell I am. If I say it, I mean it. Now, there has been some things and people that I have, you know, and I'm a little bit, I'm being a little bit regretful. You know, I'm kind of regretting me bigging certain people up. But, I mean, at the end of the day, there's still jewels to be taken away from these people. And, you know, I'm still not going to say, well, to hell with all the Black men, to hell. No. But this is why, fellas, this is why a lot of women that are not true to what they say, they will get in their feelings and they will say, you know what, F it, I'm gonna rebrand myself. I'm gonna rebrand my platform to say F these niggas, because look how they treat me. I'm on their team. I'm backing them up. I'm trying to bridge the gaps and bring us together. And look what the hell they say. Look how they talk about us. We're all a bunch of hoes and bitches. We can't be trusted. We thoughts. You know, they say all of this stuff, but to a weak woman, that would get to her and she would try to rebrand. She would refocus her message and say, you know what, F these niggas. Because they don't care. Look how they treat me and I'm on their team. So fuck them. I'm going to be just like these other platforms out here. But see, I'm true to mine, you guys. I am true to what the hell I say. Again, I do have some regrets for me vouching for certain things that in hindsight I shouldn't have vouched for. But at that time, I felt what I was saying. And I still do to a certain degree. It's still some jewels to be taken away. But I'm true to what I say. If I meant it, I meant it. If I said it, I meant it. I'm very consistent with what I say and what I do and who I am. I may change some things, but I'm still true to self. I got tattoos all over my body, you guys. I got a tattoo on my chest. And with me coming across certain knowledge, guess what? When I want to have my chest out, guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to put makeup on there. I am. When it comes to doing business, when it comes to doing certain events and social events, I'm gonna put makeup on it because I understand how certain things can be perceived, and I understand how certain people cannot take you seriously. But in my everyday life, I'm gonna wear my damn tattoos proudly. But I understand certain things have to be changed. Even though my tattoo is me, I put it on my chest because it represents something for me. But even with that, me being true to myself, me still being true to myself, I understand how certain things can be perceived. So I'll do what's necessary. But that does not change who I am. That does not change what I stand for. It's just me making the proper adjustments. With my image, I love tight clothing. I love sexy things. I love to show off my curves in my body. But that's just me being me. That's what I like. But as a wife, and also as a woman that understands, like, hey, that may have the wrong message. Even though that could be something deemed as being true to you, you like that kind of clothing. You like dressing like that. But me making the proper adjustments and growing and evolving, I understand I gotta tone that shit down. Still being true to myself. And I know I said I was gonna also watch my language. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I've gone back and watched my videos and I'm like, well, damn, I see what you did, Danica. I see how you said F them instead of dropping the F-bomb. I see how you tried to clean that. I'm trying, okay? Give me a little bit of credit. But at the end of the day, my point is I'm still being true to myself, even with my adjustments. Even with me understanding certain things and changing certain things, I'm still true to self. It doesn't change. I'm still going to cooperate with men that are worth cooperating with. I'm still going to speak truth to power. No matter if you hate it or love it. No matter if you're with me or against me. I'm still going to say what I need to say. Still going to do what I need to do. And I don't care if you don't like me. I don't care if you don't trust me. I don't care if you feel like something about what I am is just off to you. Like, okay, that just means I'm not for you. But I'm still going to be me and I'm still going to do what I need to do. So, fellas, what I'm saying is when you have women out here that are trying to cooperate with you, please cooperate with them. Because not a lot of women are as strong as me. Not a lot of women are really true and solid as me. And so if you guys are coming against women, even the women that are cooperating with you, it makes women turned off and say, fuck it. I'm not doing it. Why am I doing it if they're still going to attack you anyway? If you're going to try to collaborate with them and speak truth to power and they're still going to, down talk you anyway, what's the point? But see, I'm true to this. Y'all see my stuff. I'm with a beautiful black king, a leader, a provider, a protector, a teacher, a nurturer. I'm with it every day. And I'm so grateful for him. And I want you guys to understand that beautiful black love does exist. Genuine black love does exist. And I want to promote that. And I want to destroy the things that are going against that. I want women and men to experience the beauty of what I experience every day with my husband, my beautiful Black husband. So if I got to call things out and say, hey, sis, you're contributing to the destruction of the Black home. You're contributing to the very thing that you are against. Stop doing that. If I got to do that in order to get you to do better so that you can experience a love that's even greater than the love that I share with my man, my beautiful Black man, I'm going to do that. And I don't care if you hate me. Same for the men. Y'all can go against me all day, every day and say, I don't trust this bitch. She a hoe. She a thot. Look how she look. Look how she dressed. Look how she talk. Look how she act. I'm still going to speak truth to power so that you can maybe one day wake up and understand that all Black women are not the enemy. Because I still want you to experience a beautiful Black woman such as myself or better. Because I know who I am, even if you don't. Let me read these super chats. Thank you, Gerald, for your donation. I appreciate that so much. So much. Who else did I see? Please like the video, you guys. I didn't even want to go live. It was on my heart. Thank you, Carlos. He says, we need unity. Let's own our stuff when we're wrong. Men and women, we need to be able to judge ourselves to be the better version of ourselves. Absolutely. And we have to learn how to take constructive criticism. I had a guy in my comment section the other day, and he was a supporter of mine, and he said, oh, I'm glad that you got a new setup. I'm glad that you listened to this clown, this clown, and took his constructive criticism. I said, what the F? And I'm not going to say this nigga's name, because yes, he is a nigga, a low vibrational character. Not a Black man, but a low vibrational character, which equates into a nigga. This nigga tried to give my new setup to the constructive criticism of a clown. I'm like, I didn't watch the video that this clown did on me, but from what I gathered and from what I heard, it was nothing constructive about that video. Talking about my mannerisms, talking about my couch, talking about how I talk. That is not constructive. That was destructive. I don't mind having constructive criticism and saying, hey, Janika, maybe you should tone this down. Maybe you should change this. Maybe you should do this and do that. I don't mind that. But to completely try to annihilate somebody and tear somebody down for filth, read somebody for filth, that is not constructive criticism. And I feel like a lot of us do that. Men and women do that. We talk bad about people and tear them down to the ground and feel like that is somehow going to make them do better. I did this because my lights went out. Let me say this, you guys. I would still be on my raggedy couch that cost $900, okay, that my husband bought a few years ago. I love my damn couch, okay? I would still, to this day, be on my couch doing my live videos had my lights not went out. My house does not have very great lighting, so I bought these lights. It's called a Light Mat 4 Plus from Light Gear. Very expensive lights. I bought these lights because they light up the whole damn room. They use it in Hollywood. These lights they use in Hollywood, they use on the sets of TV shows, and that's why I did my research and I bought them. You know, I like to have the best quality as much as I can. And those lights went out, and so it was dark over there on my couch, even with my lamps and everything. So I'm like, I gotta move. So I moved to a different room in my house, a different space in my house. And this is actually where my husband does his live videos. I just kind of switched the angles around. And you guys like the setup. And I'm like, well, damn, maybe I should just stay over here. So that was why that's the only reason why I changed my backgrounds, because hell, my lights went out and I had to move so you guys could see me without seeing a damn shadow. And you guys happen to like it, so I'm staying here. But my lights are coming back in, but instead of going back to my couch, I'm just going to stay right here since you guys like it anyway. That's the only reason why I moved. It wasn't because of somebody's degrading video talking badly about my couch that I moved, okay? It was you guys. It was like, hey, I like it. I'm like, well, damn, let me just stay right here, all right? Like I said, I didn't even watch the video. But, you know, I've seen clips of what you guys have sent me. I've seen what you guys have said as far as what this clown said. But other than that, yeah, nothing to do with it. And I want you guys to know anything that I do from this point forward is because I feel it was best for me. And you guys tell me, hey, I like this, stay with this. You guys are my crown heads. You guys wouldn't steer me wrong. Oh, man. I can't even pull you up on the screen. Thank you so much, Terenzo, for your generous donation. He says, at 47 years young, a retired vet, never married nor have children yet, if ever, due to how low lives are chosen over great men, as you do. I must apologize to good people such as yourself and my roommate and her children for how the world is. We got to do better. Thank you so much, Terenzo. And thank you so much, The Star Report, for you guys' generous donations. And any donation, you know, I have to show you guys love because you guys do not have to give me money. So I really appreciate that. And you're absolutely right, Terenzo. We have to do better. And it's not a matter of apologizing. Just do better. You know, that is the greatest apology, is just doing better. Showing better. Giving credit where it's due. You know? Still calling out what needs to be called out, though, but being constructive with the criticism, not destructive, not tearing somebody down. Like I said, men and women do that, and when you do that, nobody's going to want to collaborate with you. Nobody's going to want to cooperate with you because look at what you're doing. You had to shit on me. Why are you tearing me down? Why would I want to build with somebody that's tearing me down? But I'm going to get up off of here, you guys. I didn't want to make this video too damn long, and y'all already know me. I get to talking. So thank you guys so much. I love you. I respect you. I support you guys. I appreciate you guys. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. You guys come on back. We go live each and every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. The time used to be 6:30 p.m. Central, but I'm going to change it into 7:15 or 7:30 p.m. Central because I feel like that fits better with my life. You know, I am a wife, so I have certain duties and obligations that I have to fulfill. And I feel like that time really helps me out. So come on back. Like the video, share the video, subscribe, and most importantly, hit that notification bell. That way you guys are notified when we go live in the future. And we have these deep, dope conversations, these deep, dope discussions. And it may get uncomfortable. I may piss you off, but it is very much so needed and necessary. Thank you. I'm done talking. He says, let the haters hate. You're doing a wonderful job, Queen. And we're going to leave it on that note. Peace, you guys.